Hello students, welcome to DaVinci course study. What about this class? Let's learn about IEC 709 with you, row and row. What about when we are color grading? These three types of material are often encountered. General material represented by IEC 709, rock material represented by rock, and the original material represented by row. Then these three types of materials, what kind of characteristics will each have become with you? Specifically through this lesson, we will introduce. First, let's take a look at IEC 709, this type of conventional material. This type of material in our work is the most common. We call it IEC 709 material or 709 material. We use more or material captured by a SLR camera. Most of them are of this type. What about the color standard of IEC 709? It's the international standard of high definition. What about most of our videos? What about the post-delivery process? Both need to refer to IEC 709 on the basis of the original frame color standard. What about log mode files originating from context frame scanning system? The system converts the physical frame information. The calculation method of the locality function curve convert to digital information. What about the image information converted by this way? Partial information with more highlights and shadows and a wider color gamut. Because many cameras support shooting and log mode, the video of the sun load has the characteristic of the log curve, so it has a wider color gamut than IEC 709. And our common log modes has Sonic's X-Log, Canon C-Log, and Panasonic V-Log. And the log video on a dismal display is a low contrast feature of low saturation. We also call it gray plus. The third thing we need to understand is weakness. Low is essentially poor data information. Actually, the purpose of RAW and RAW are very similar. Both are to maximize, get very image information, but the means of obtaining the two are completely different. RAW is actually before forming the image, collection file of all data recorded by the sensor. And the log mode is through a special curve. What about when the sensor is recording a video with maximized dynamic range? But in terms of actual recording ability, RAW is far better than log mode. RAW first in the color record have inherent advantage. For example, the RAW we are familiar with, at least 12-bit to 14-bit microdepth. What about regular videos? Only 8-bit or 10-bit for depth. So this also determines the RAW mode. There's no way to achieve the format or against the heavens in the light space, especially in terms of color performance, and that is also a problem with the RAW format. Very large. At the same time, what about the manufacturers of different brands of digital camera? The surface length for the RAW format is different. Here I will compare a table for you. Everyone can take a look. Alright, so this is when we color grade the bigger difference between the three types of material that everyone is doing pre-shooting material. When to choose, we also need to take into account the actual specific use for the light. That's all we are going to talk about in this lesson.